Hey, it's me, Donnie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm coming to you guys with a really quick rant about why I'm never shopping on Depop again. If you guys don't follow the channel and maybe this is your first video, last month I did my first Depop haul and it was a lot of fun. I found a lot of really cool staple pieces for my wardrobe. I'm currently in the process of changing up my aesthetic. One, because I'm, a little older and finally sort of know how I want to look. And two, because I've gained some weight and am trying to maintain this weight, so I'm buying for this body that I have now. Obviously I need to tone up and do other things, but for the most part this is the body that I plan to have for the time being. That's neither here nor there. I did the haul, had a lot of fun with it, and overall I do like the overall vibe of the Depop app. It's equal parts Instagram, equal parts eBay. You have lots of people selling stuff from their own closet, finds that they found at their local thrift shop, and I love the whole sustainable aspect of it, and that we're all sort of thrifting amongst ourselves. So that's something that I've really enjoyed. However, the first time that I hauled with them, I had already had my first bad experience with a seller, and I will say that it actually resolved itself fairly well because the person just never fulfilled my order, never sent it, and it honestly came down to me waiting the 21 days for me to get a claim with PayPal and to get my money back. However, recently, after I bought my current love, my Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 and a couple other things, I came across 3 consecutive sellers that have dropped the ball in one way or another. First seller I bought a really cool pair of all pink Vans from, and bought the item. They got sent to me in a fairly decent time. There was some delay with the shipping. Come to find out, the reason that there was a delay for shipping was because the seller actually didn't cover the shipping in its entirety. When I got the item delivered to my job, there was a note on the package that said that I owed an additional $16 to $17 in shipping, which would have doubled the cost of the shoes. Now, I probably wouldn't have had a problem with paying for the shoes because it was still a decent deal even with that extra charge, had the seller been honest about the fact that they dropped the ball on the shipping. When I reached out to the seller, I noted to them that they'd said that the package was 4 ounces, which we all know that that's like a couple vials of like skincare. You know what I'm saying? For perspective, this is an ounce, okay? So there's no way in the world a pair of shoes is 4 ounces, right? So 4 bottles like this is 4 ounces, right? So that's neither here nor there. I reached out to the person and I said, hey, you said that the item was 4 ounces on your shipping label. USPS weighed it, because that's what they do, and it came out to be 2 pounds and 4 ounces, and they're asking for more money. So I'm going to go ahead and return to seller and get a return because, there was no communication on your end that there was an issue with the shipping. According to them, they didn't know, and USPS is the one that made that weight, which doesn't make sense at all to me because they weigh things right there at the counter. So I'm not sure. I didn't get combative or anything like that. In general, I try and be cordial to people that I'm doing business with. So there was no attitude. It was just like, hey, this didn't work out. You're going to get your item back in the mail unopened, and I'm going to go ahead with a PayPal dispute. I went ahead and did my PayPal dispute, and don't you know that PayPal had the nerve to side with the seller? So I'm currently in the process of actually appealing that, and now I'm having to attach, our email exchange where the seller admits that they dropped the ball on the shipping and that they didn't cover it. So that was one instance. I also have a person who is here in the Seattle area that I bought a hoodie from. It was supposed to go with a pair of white, green, and camo Air Max 95s that I bought. I was trying to put an outfit together, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, this person's in Seattle, they've got really good reviews. Since that first time in May that I had one bad seller, I've always made it my business to reach out to someone before I pay for the item to make sure that they're still active. I asked them, when do you think you'll be able to ship this? Will it be soon? Because again, I'm not going to buy something if you're not going to be able to ship it to me. So this person, I reached out to them, they were in Seattle, so I'm thinking to myself, this shouldn't take more than a week. There were already signs of issues because the first message that she sends back to me after she shipped my item was that USPS didn't give her a receipt. So because of that, she didn't have a tracking number. you know, I didn't think too much of it. Again, I'm thinking to myself, she's in Seattle. There's no way this is going to take forever to get to me. And if she actually shipped it to me, it's going to get to me. About 3 weeks passed, and then I asked her, I said, hey, you know, any update on my shipping? Haven't gotten anything in the mail. We're in the same city, so it's taking a little long. And she's just like, yeah, no, it should be fine. She's telling me she's out of town, all these different things, whatever. She's just like,
yeah, let me know when it comes.
It doesn't. We're almost at the month mark, and I finally go, yeah, I've been patient enough. I just want to return. Not sure what's going on. She then goes,
yeah, I'm going to go up to the post office and find out what happens.
She hits me up like an hour later. Keep in mind, when I messaged her, it was around 5 o'clock. Most post offices in this area, because of what's going on, close early. She says to me she went to the post office at this 5 to 6 o'clock time frame. And the people at the post office, a month after shipping her item, did admit that they got my address wrong. Which, how would you know they got my address wrong? You didn't get a receipt, you said, and all this. Neither here nor there. I'm thinking that in my mind as she's BSing me, you know, in the messages of this app. And she's just like,
oh yeah, don't worry, I'm going to reship it again, and I'm going to send you, you know, some extra goodies.
And I'm just like, no, I'm quite all right. That's all good. I'm just going to go ahead and get the return process started. If, you know, they'd sent it to the wrong address, by now she would have gotten notice, or rather they would have sent the item back to her. Because again, we're in the same city. She would have got the item back to her, and they would have said, yeah, no such address exists, whatever. That's another one where I'm having to report it to PayPal. And this girl's so petty. She hit me up like once I said that I wanted my money back, talking about,
yeah, I'll send it to you via Venmo.
I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. So why in the world would I accept a Venmo return from you when you can't even send me my item that I paid you for? Like, I'm not about to take this transaction off the app and then there's no recourse for me should you decide not to give me the money back, not give me the money back in full, whatever. So right now I'm waiting for her to respond to the appeal, and PayPal's giving her until July 9th to respond. I've got all the time in the world. I just want my money back. And then lastly, I bought a Space Jam shirt again from somebody that I reached out to and asked, hey, I want to buy your item. Is it still available? Will you be able to ship soon? This person says yes. She sent me one message to say that she'd be shipping it out the day after, and I have not heard from her since. 3 strikes, you're out, Depop. Enough is enough. I've had it. There's a lot of really cool stuff on the app, but I'll be completely honest with you. If that's the sort of seller that's allowed to prosper on that app, I want no parts. I'm definitely somebody that I try and do good business, try and be cordial, try and be polite. I'm going based on these people's track records. All these people have 5 stars, so it's really hard to distinguish who's good from who's bad. I think there's also maybe some unsaid rule that people don't give each other bad reviews because everyone and their mom has 5-star reviews. So I think if I were to ever reconsider buying stuff on Depop again, it would have to be from a bigger seller, which is sad because you want everybody to be able to thrive, but it works on the honor system. If you say you're going to do something, especially if someone's messaged you, do what you say you're going to do, because it looks bad on the entire app as a whole. And there are a lot of people thriving on that application that have, you know, businesses and do good business. I'm really niche. A lot of the things that I was looking for were small batch things. Yeah, so oftentimes you find somebody that's got like a little collector's piece at a great price and you want it. But I think at this point, I'm better off going to other applications. You know, there's Poshmark, there's Grailed, there's Heroine, there are all these other apps. So I think, you know, I'm going to enjoy exploring the waters and seeing what else is out there. If you guys have any Depop horror stories, definitely let me know in the comments section below. If you have suggestions for other applications that I should use for sustainable shopping, definitely let me know. I'm not giving up on online thrifting. It's a lot of fun. It's cool finding unique pieces. It's fun finding vintage things that I really enjoy. It'll be 4 different transactions that I've had to appeal through PayPal, and PayPal makes it such a chore to get your money back. That's kind of in general with PayPal. It's nothing to lose your money, but it always takes a while to get it back. So I guess I'll keep you guys updated, let you know if you're interested. But yeah, I'm done with Depop. I'm really done. There's so many other places, and I really feel like they should also make it a policy to maybe make it so that Depop sellers don't get their money until the transaction is complete, because I don't understand why a seller would feel like they can do this to somebody if there were consequences for it. You know, that shouldn't be encouraged. And I oftentimes feel like there's just, beyond my issues, there's a lot of scamming going on the app just in general. You've got people selling like fake luxury items and this and that. I probably never would, but I can only imagine the girls that just want a nice piece of something who are, you know, getting gypped for $100, $200, $300 for a replica item. So yeah, I really think Depop needs to, one, be better about separating the good sellers from the bad sellers, and two, combating, you know, fraudulent ads, you know, replicas and things like that. But that's just my opinion. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like, leaving a comment. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. I try and post a couple times a week. And until next video, peace.